But first, let's check out some health headlines. Joining us now, professor at Northwestern University Medical School and WGN Morning News medical contributor, Dr. Lauren Streicher. Good to see you again.
Good morning.
Let's start with an important study that got released this week about a type of hormone therapy being used in women diagnosed with a certain type of breast cancer.
Yeah, this is really huge. Usually we think of breast surgeons as being at the top of the list of doctors that say, don't take estrogen, don't go anywhere near estrogen. Yet in this new study that was just released, Dr. Swati Kulkarni, who is a breast cancer surgeon from Northwestern, was intentionally giving her patients with an early breast cancer, DCIS, a very specific hormone therapy with conjugated estrogens and basodoxifin known as Duave.
All right. Is that where we're going to hear from her now?
I think we are.
I
interviewed her for my podcast, and this was a clip from her.
What we know from this is that 25 to 50% of patients who are diagnosed with DCIS will eventually develop invasive breast cancer if they are not treated. And the time period for that is very long. So, women get a diagnosis of DCIS and they think it's, oh my goodness, I have to have surgery right away because the DCIS is going to progress to cancer. But in those studies, the average was 9 years from diagnosis of DCIS to developing invasive breast cancer.
So what does that tell us?
So what this tells us is that in this study that she had a little wiggle room. So what they did is they had 117 women who were in this study, and some of them got this hormone therapy, some of them got a placebo pill, and then they just followed them for 3 to 5 weeks. These were all women that had biopsy-proven DCIS. So after the 3 to 5 weeks, they took them to surgery, they took out the lump where they had the DCIS, and then they tested it to see the marker for tumor activity. And they found that the women who received hormone therapy, their tumor activity marker plummeted. I mean, plummeted.
Wow.
This is huge. So what this tells you is that if you have a patient who has DCIS, or if someone is worried about getting breast cancer and wants to take hormone therapy, that this particular hormone therapy is not going to fuel the tumor, and in fact, it might help it go away. You can't extrapolate this to other hormone therapies. It's too soon to say we're going to do this to treat it. We need longer studies. But this is a huge thing in both the menopause world and the cancer world.
All right.
Lots of talks of tariffs these days in all kinds of categories. Any word that they are affecting drug prices?
Oh, I don't have good news for you on this one. This is going to be a real problem. And the reason is that pretty much every drug that's manufactured and distributed in the United States sources their ingredients from out of the country. And we're talking all categories, antibiotics, blood pressure, hormone therapy, birth control. It doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter if the company is US-based. They depend on ingredients from other places that are now being tariffed. So what is this going to mean? Well, it's going to mean that drug prices in some cases are going to go sky high, and in some cases they're going to be unavailable. This is particularly going to affect generics. 90% of drugs that US folks take are these lower priced generics, which are almost entirely manufactured out of the country. So people are saying, okay, well, what's the workaround here? Maybe are these companies just going to absorb the cost? No, they're not. These drug companies are not going to absorb the cost, not to mention they need the profits to do new drug development. The generics have a very slim margin. And then it's like, okay, well, we'll just build the factories here. That's the government's workaround. But the reality is it's not so easy. We're talking years, expertise, training. So at best, we're on a 3 to 5 year timeline to build new factories. And then the final thing people say is, well, how about compounded drugs? Why not just get these other compounding pharmacies to do it? Well, compounding pharmacies don't manufacture drugs, they just mix them, which means they need the same ingredients. And in addition, even if they can reproduce this drug, which is not always the case, insurance doesn't cover it. So this is going to be an enormous problem. And I mean, not to be dramatic, but people are going to die. People are not going to be able to get their necessary drugs.
All right, let's talk about creatine that's getting popular again.
Creatine, so this is one of those supplements that is in the news, and just for the heck of it, I went to Amazon and I Googled creatine supplementation, and over 3,000 things popped up, and that doesn't even include all the influencers that are out there. So this is the deal. Creatine is made in the body, and it's stored primarily in the muscle, 95% in the muscle, 5% in the brain, and think of it as the muscle powerhouse. When you're looking at an athlete who's training, who's doing that sprint, who's lifting those weights, that's when creatine creatine is going to kick in to give them the extra power. But the question is it going to help like you and me? I'm assuming that you are not a sprinter power lifter.
Thank you for assuming that. You're correct.
Just saying. Okay. So is it going to help you or me if we take this? And that's what the jury is still out on, because a lot of people are promoting this for postmenopause women who have issues with muscle mass and strength and saying, well, it's going to help you think more clearly and it's going to help your muscles be stronger and more powerful. And the studies really don't back that up, yet it's really being pushed. And if anything, it seems to help women that are also doing powerlifting in terms of getting them a little extra oomph. And of course, the question is, well, what's the harm? Well, aside from the cost, it's not a dangerous supplement. It can cause some bloating, maybe some weight gain with fluids, a little gastrointestinal distress. But am I running out to buy it? No.
All right. Well, you can find more on Dr. Stryker's Substack, including her new podcast series, Come Again. Good to see you. Thanks
Thank
again.
you. And I am interviewing Dr. Kulkarni next week on my other podcast, Inside Information. So a full hour on learning more about that new drug.
Thanks so much for being here.